What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another new European theme park, and this is one that you likely don't know much about or aren't familiar with. We are at Walibi Rhône-Alpes. It is the third final Wallaby park we're visiting on this trip, and in general, this is the family park in the chain. Some would argue that Walibi Holland is kind of the thrill amusement park and Walibi Belgium's more themed, even though I would still absolutely argue that that's an amusement park. Walibi Rhône-Alpes, where this park stands, is definitely, it's a family park of the chain. That said, they have two coasters that are actually quite thrilling. One of them is Mystic, a Gerstlauer infinity coaster with one of the most unique layouts possible. The second is Timber, I believe it's called, which is a Gravity Group family wooden coaster. Yes, still a family ride, but there's a lot of airtime moments, so it's kind of more thrilling than family. So those are the two reasons we're here. I'm really looking forward to riding those. They look great. As well as the park. I don't know many enthusiasts that have been to Walibi Rhône-Alpes, so it's going to be an interesting experience. The reason we are actually at this park, we're not doing anything else in France. It's the only park we're visiting in France. The reason we're here is because it was only an hour away from Geneva, Switzerland, and we are doing a whole Swiss portion of the trip where we're doing hikes, nature, sightseeing, etc. And if you want to see more about the Switzerland portion of the trip, there will be some videos from the nature there and hikes there on my second channel, Travel Dash. So I'd highly recommend you go check that out if you're interested. For the time being, let's head to one of our final parks of the trip, Walibi Rhône-Alpes. This is also kind of marking the point in the trip where we're starting to make our way up towards Denmark again to fly out of Copenhagen back to LA. I'm just excited that we're here and you know, we're alive, we're doing good. Like, it's been a crazy trip and we're safe and we're comfortable. It's great. So let's head into Walibi Rhône-Alpes. Can't wait to check this park out, and I'll see you guys inside. Just got our first ride on Mystic. That was great. That was so much fun.
It's been a while since we've been on the coaster, so you know.
Or a traditional one, I should say, because we've done a lot of alpines off camera.
That is true, and there's that really interesting ride in Switzerland.
Yeah, Cobra at Coneyland. Check out the Coneyland vlog if you haven't already. That was the last, traditional amusement park we went to.
But that was exciting. A lot of hang time, excuse me.
Actually, both, really. I mean, the Top Hat had a ton of airtime.
The hang time was very memorable.
Oh my god. That was such a full package ride experience, actually. I'm really impressed with that. So the vertical lift hill is always fun. The drop, a lot of airtime. Top Hat, a ton of laterals, which I thought was excellent. The dive loop, really good forces. The stall was just the most insane hang time. Like, I thought that was so fun and memorable. It's just a well-paced, well-rounded, amazing forces. It's a great coaster and definitely a solid standout for this park. Just got a back row ride on Timber, and it rides very reminiscent of a certain ride at a park in America called Wooden Warrior at Quasi. So that's got to be good for something. A very smooth ride. Had a ton of airtime moments despite the fact that it has such a small footprint and it's such a short coaster. But despite its size, it really is excellent. I love these like little gravity groups. I think they're so punchy. The one thing that I didn't like, Sean, what do you not like about this ride?
What I didn't like?
There's one thing at the end.
There was something I didn't like? There was a turn brake on the airtime hill?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, why?
I don't get it. It was one element before the brakes. It had such a good pace, and that airtime moment could have been a great way to, end the ride. But for some reason, it was trimmed, and it didn't really give any airtime on that last element. But any other element on that ride was fantastic.
We should protest.
We should protest. We're Americans. That's what we do. Up next is the park's Vekoma Boomerang Coaster called Generator. And this is a special boomerang coaster because it actually has only lap bars. I believe the trains were done by Sunkid, and so it's an upgraded train that removes the over-the-shoulder restraints. Should be a better ride than the average boomerang. I'm actually looking forward to doing this. Seriously. I know it sounds crazy. I've ridden a ton of boomerangs, even just on this trip alone. But yeah, these trains look like it might really help the ride experience. So let's get a ride on this. Well, my theory was right. Generator was by far one of the best boomerangs I've ever ridden. So smooth. I can't believe how much smoother that was than a lot of the other boomerangs we've done this trip that have been hot garbage. Even like Speed of Sound at Wallaby Holland, which has vests. A lot of the ones with vests still are pretty shaky. That was so smooth. I'm so happy with that. More boomerangs need those Sunkid trains. I know they have one at Wiener Prater in Austria, which also just has the lap bar only trains. I think that's like a necessity for boomerangs. It runs so much smoother. It's so much more comfortable. Actually, the metal is a little uncomfortable, but it still like was so much better. Also, the view going up the lift hill was terrific. So, I mean, that was really fun. I really liked it. And I can't believe I can say that about a traditional Vekoma boomerang, but here I am. The only other one I've really genuinely enjoyed was Sea Serpent at Maury's Piers. This is probably my second favorite traditional boomerang, just behind that one. This was great. Really enjoyed it. So we did Woodstock Express, which is this wild mouse behind me right here. It's actually a pretty rare model. It's by Zamperla, and it's fine. The braking and the lift hill engagement is very, very, very abrupt and shaky. However, the rest was pretty smooth, so I didn't hate it. It's just a really boring layout. And the Zamperla mice aren't great because what a wild mouse is, it's supposed to simulate you kind of flying off the edge of the track on those turns, but these ones just don't really do that. It's kind of lackluster, so pretty middle of the road wild mouse. Don't hate it, but don't like it either. So right by their Kitty Family Zero coaster, they actually have construction walls all around here. And if you know anything about this park, they've been expanding a lot lately. A lot of the construction walls, some of the art on them show a lot of images of Mystic and Timber and basically all this other stuff that they've expanded with over the past few years. And this park has really been making a splash. They've upped their game quite a lot. And what we have here is advertisements for their newest section, Exotic Island. If you've been to Wallaby, Belgium, then they have the exact same themed area there. But instead of something like Tiki Waka, rumor has it that they're going to be adding their largest coaster ever in 2024, and that it'll be an Intamin. There is even like a decent probability that it could be something like Conda at Wallaby, Belgium, which would be a huge deal because this park doesn't have a really thrilling coaster like that. They do have, you know, thrilling aspects of their family coasters. I wouldn't call any of them extreme rides though. Mystic and Timber both are more family thrill. So it would be really, really crazy if they happen to get something like that. Regardless of what it is, it'll be a great fit for this park. An Intamin coming to Wallaby Rhône-Alpes sounds incredible, and I'll definitely want to come back at some point if it's really something special. I seriously can't get enough of Mystic. This ride absolutely exceeded expectations. It is probably the closest ride to what Palindrome at Codaland will be like, the Gerstlauer Infinity going to Texas. This, I think, has a lot of similarities to that. You have that turntable at the end, shuttle coaster design is there. So, I mean, if it's gonna be like this, guys, this ride is amazing. Like, it's so smooth, very fluid. The whole thing is like just really comfortable, and the elements of choice were amazing. This is such an excellent Gerstlauer. I don't know if it's one of my favorite Gerstlauers because I've just done so many amazing ones this trip, but it's definitely a really rock solid ride and a really great standout for this park. Even though if they get an Intamin in 2024 that's like Conda or something like that, then they're gonna have just one of the most ridiculous 1-2 punches for a park of this size out there in the world. So I think we're just gonna keep riding it. We're also gonna do Timber one more time. I wanna do that again in the front and see how that compares to the back. But yeah, enjoying Wallaby Rhône-Alpes quite a lot. It's a very fun family park. See you guys in a bit. So we just got off Timber one more time in the very front. Sean recommended it. It was fun. I like the sense of freedom, but I do prefer the back row. I think there's more airtime back there. Overall, the park was a pleasant surprise. I really enjoyed Wallaby Rhône-Alpes. It's a nice, small family park. They take good care of the rides here. They have a really fun top two. Mystic is a great standout attraction for this like little park, and like I think it has a really bright future ahead. So I'm looking forward to eventually coming back and seeing what comes next. Sean, what did you think? Do you have a fun time?
Yeah, that was a great time. Maybe it's been a while since we've been to a theme park.
Yeah, he was getting burnt out of theme parks, and now we're back from the ashes.
Yeah, it was a little much, and then hey, you know, it's been a couple weeks and we're back.
Yeah.
A nice wooden coaster, a nice single cart ride, a nice infinity, and yeah, overall a nice park, nice country.
The next park we'll see you guys at is Holiday Park in Germany for a revisit. We actually have already been, but I haven't done a vlog from that park yet because we only got 2 rides on G4, or actually 3 rides on G-Force, and then left because we got there really late. So we still haven't seen much of that park yet, so we're gonna go back, make a vlog there. The initial reactions I have from Expedition G-Force will be in that video, so stay tuned. And until then, I'll see you guys very soon from one of the last park stops on this trip throughout Europe. See you guys soon. Bye, guys.